Hey, welcome. Come on in. Have a seat. Grab your. I'm getting waves. Thanks for waving. We're doing Zoom and we're doing live, so I'm talking to you. But when I look over here, I'm talking to Zoom. So we'll be doing this simultaneously, which is very confusing. So good morning. If you could have a seat, finish up your coffee, come on over. Welcome to City Ministry Network's Catalyst. It's a monthly gathering of Stanislaus County and Modesto City leaders and influencers. I want to welcome you guys here in the room. I also want to welcome you out there in Zoom and Facebook Live. Welcome. If you're online, which is with me, you're going to be interacting with your boy. So we'll work that out. Put yourselves on mute. You guys don't have to put yourselves on mute because I don't know if that's possible. Some of you should put yourselves on mute, though. I ain't going to lie to you. But nope, nothing. No laughs. That was funny, right? They're not hearing me. So this morning we want to recognize Starbucks. We're going to actually recognize them all morning, but they are the ones that come on, give them a round of applause. They're the people that take care of our coffee needs in the morning, and so Desarae and her team take care of that for us. The store off of 9th Street, but every store in Modesto you should go visit and support because they're awesome. Now we want to also celebrate our 4 community business sponsors. First Access Plus Capital, which is right there. Oh, you can't see me, but it's right there. Oak Valley Community Bank, Rolling F Credit Union, and we've got a new sponsor, Blue Shield of California. So thank you for your support. Yeah, let's go. Give them a round of applause. Look, we got some clap emojis over here happening too. Everybody's involved. So if you're in the room, there's a sign-in sheet on your tables. So if you can fill out your information there, your email, phone number, social security. Just kidding. We want to keep you updated and informed about upcoming events. So please just fill out your stuff that you can, that we can connect with you. Again, if you're online, if you could mute, that'd be great. Feel free to use the chat. I'll look for it. I'll be chiming in here and there. We'll work that out. Now, if you're here and you're on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that stuff, if you could take a second and just check in, let your folks know where you're at. Let them know that you're here at Catalyst. Maybe they can make it, get some delicious coffee and some amazing information. If you're on Facebook, if you could follow our page and give us one of those thumbs up, that'd be dope. Now, this is a safe space. I kept saying that, space. It's not a space, it's a safe space. This is a safe space for our community to meet face-to-face with diverse ideas and perspectives, and we all try to work together here, and so this is a place for us to do that and a safe place to do that. Our hope is that you guys will connect with each other, decide to get more coffee, maybe even breakfast, whatever you guys want to do, to build more trust and start to work together to impact our community in a way that's going to benefit everybody that is around us. So I had to fight for this position because Sabala, he was going to do the hosting, and I was like, bro, man, this is my homie. I gotta give her the intro, and he was cool about it. I mean, he punched me, but it hurt too. So if you see Jose, if you want to punch him, that's fine. No, this is a really good friend of mine. She's actually been in my life for about over 15 years. We worked together at Starbucks for quite some time. So this is Desarae Stanton. Come on up, Desarae. I'm going to introduce you while you come on up. Yeah, there we go. Give it up. So stand right here, and then we could both be in Zoom. Look at that. There we go. Look at us. We're working it out. So Desarae was born and raised in Oakdale, California. She began working in the coffee game at 15 years old, which I didn't know. So she's been in the game for 10 years now because she's like 25, I think, or something like that. See? Trying to smooth you. All right. She loves the coffee, the culture, all of it about it. And so she's worked at 3 different coffee shops at that time. And then in 2003, she became a barista with Starbucks. In less than a year, she was promoted to store manager, which is pretty dope and unheard of. And through a dual managing assignment, she's managed 12 different stores in her 17-year career with Starbucks as a store manager. Dang, that's crazy. That's awesome. I read this already. I promise. Desiree's also a store manager trainer and an ambassador of Women's Impact Network. Last year, Desarae held 2 districts under her belt to kind of help the Starbucks, and it was in Madera and Fresno. And then last July, she was promoted to district manager here at District 542. Yeah, that's our area, Modesto. Yeah, so she's been amazing. She does a lot of impact work in our community. Now, her priorities are sorry, I got a feedback. Her priorities are partner development as well as creating an environment for her partners, customers, and community feel, and she values that a lot. So thank you. Take it away.
All right.
I think you get that.
Awesome. Oh, take you away too.
No, seriously.
Thanks, John. Such a great example of the friends we make at Starbucks that become our family as time goes on. So thank you, John. First of all, great to see so many faces here today. Thank you so much for inviting us here to explain why we are Valley Proud. I've been blessed for the last 19 years to work for a company that not only approves of us doing community work, but encourages us to find new ways to improve our communities. All of us here from Starbucks today have green hearts. These hearts are a reminder to lead with our hearts, spread kindness, and to serve. I'm a year in my role of district manager in Stanislaus, and we are just getting started. Today, so you understand more of why we love our company and are proud to be partners, we are taking you through First Sip, which is what all new partners go through when they start at our company. At Table 1, you will do your first coffee tasting and hear about our mission and values and what they mean to us. At Table 2, you will learn about our heritage and cafe practices. Table 3, partner promise and partner benefits. And our last table is community. So if you look at your name badges, they have a color sticker on them. That is the table that you'll start at. You'll have 6 minutes at each table, and then there will be a 3-minute transition. We really want to stay on time. All of our partners here today have put together some presentations, and we want to make sure that you get the most out of each experience at each table. So 6 minutes at each table, 3 minutes to transition to the next table. I know you'll have questions because we're going to go over a lot of information with all of you today. So there are index cards at each table with pins. So if you have questions, write them down. And at the end of you visiting all 4 tables, all of us are going to come up to the stage and we will answer some of the questions that you have for us. If we do not get to your question, please feel free to put your email on there and we will directly email you after our presentation with the answer to your questions. That way all questions get answered. We want all of you to have fun today, so I'm going to tell you what I tell every new partner when they go through First Sip and Starbucks experience. You're going to learn a lot today. Come in with an open mind, build relationships, and have a lot of fun. So that's our plan for today. Is everyone excited? All right. And we're going to definitely caffeinate you for your day, too, with all these coffee tastings we've prepared for you. Okay? So we are ready to get started here in a minute. Jose, my friend, help me out up here on stage.
All right.
There you go.
All right, so if you have your sticker, please go ahead and go to your table now. This is fun this morning. I hope everybody has some coffee.
All right, we're gonna jump into this.
So we got some
We'll
hip hop music to kind of get the room going.
Oh yeah, here we go. Look at that. I got coffee to taste for us, y'all. I'm gonna try to grab this with. There we go. Look at that. I seen it. I saw it. We're good. Hopefully you can hear them talking. So we got some cool stuff chilling over here.
So grab one.
We're gonna do we're in the first station for the coffee tasting. We're gonna be joining people. We got these dope little coffee passports. Check that out. That's pretty cool, right? I don't know if you guys can see that, but I think inside of it.
So each presentation will be about 1 minute. So give the presenters time, dig in, have some coffee.
Kind of stuff about the coffee.
How are we doing today? We doing well?
What it should taste like, compliments, that kind of stuff.
All right, so today we have our pipe plate. It is medium roast, semi-washed. It has medium acidity, sweet, and mouthfeel. If you want to go ahead and grab your cup, we're going to start with the tasting, okay? First, we're going to smell it. So you're going to get your hand and kind of make a cake and cover the cup like this. And then just inhale. All right? And that's gonna get kind of like the aroma of the coffee. And then second, you're gonna slurp the coffee. And there's 2 reasons for this. First is it prevents your tongue from burning. At the same time, it sprays the coffee throughout your palate. Yeah. So go ahead and don't be shy. Just go ahead and slurp it. Okay.
Give us a demo on slurp.
Yeah.
Y'all
okay,
about to
well,
hear me slurp here too.
Yeah. The louder the sound, the better. Yeah. So this has chocolate, cinnamon, and nut notes on it, like very, very light.
He's right.
It is it's like a fully washed coffee, so you're gonna taste majority of the boldness of the pipe, if that makes sense. And then now you're gonna locate the flavor of what you're tasting. Anybody?
Like on the tongue?
Good? Okay, okay.
So on the tongue,
Okay.
so, yeah, some people experience on the top, mid, or bottom.
Yeah. Can you describe what you're tasting?
It's like
Tastes rich.
Yeah, very rich. Yeah.
Kind of taste, we call it nut.
Yeah, the nut flavor. It comes in at the very end, right? Yeah. All right. So for our mission and values with Starbucks, the reason why personally I love working for the company is our dedication to our partners. And we don't call them employees, we call them partners. What does that mean for us? So we're shareholders of the company. So sorry, I'll put this down, I'm a little nervous. But the company takes care of us in various ways. We have a lot of benefits, you know. We have 401k, health, also at the same time, Arizona State University. And you're not just like tied down to the retail part of Starbucks. If you decide to go to school and take a different route, you can choose to work for corporate, like, you know, become a lawyer within the company, or maybe a roaster if you're into, like, you know, actually making the coffee beans. So there's different avenues that you can take for, you know, within the company. But yeah.
All right, so just to give you guys a little bit of what Starbucks is all about, I'm gonna read our mission and values, which is, you know, it's what we live as partners within our four walls, you know, within our teams. And to be honest, I've owned the company almost 11 years, and I live this every day. And it's something that really shapes, you know, who I am as a person and as a partner. Our mission is to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, and one neighborhood at a time.
Is it okay if I ever
Our
send
values,
email?
our partners, our coffee, and our customers are our
Okay.
core. We live these values.
Okay.
A culture of warmth and
Hey Margot, could you mute yourself?
Oh.
Thank you.
being present, connecting with your friends, dignity and respect, delivering our very best in all we do, holding ourselves accountable for results. We are performance driven through the lens of humanity. So something that I'd like to do with my new partners is, out of what I just read, is there something that stands out to you guys?
Performance driven. Interesting. The coffee shop is performance.
Absolutely, you know, and when we think about that, you know, a lot of we go back to the growth that we've had as a company is because we take care of each other. You know, our store is Patterson. We're actually from Patterson. You know, we focus a lot of, because it's such a small town. What can we do for the town to help us? You know, we're right next to a high school, so a lot of our customers are high school students, and we know that if we take care of them, if we give them the right experience as a customer, then they're gonna want to work for us. You know, and sure enough, we get a lot of applications from. Anything else?
I never heard of a coffee shop with health benefits. So
And you don't have to work for
my retirement job.
Yeah.
School benefits, yeah, 401k, we have a free Lira access as well. Free Spotify premium. Another thing that really stands out for us in this, especially Adrian Chanel, is to be a leader, and the biggest thing that we do, and especially in our store, how can I support you? So a big thing that we like to hone in on is support and how can I help you? So it's really we talk about succeed, you succeed. Big thing we say it. So every time, a lot of times we'll even work at different stores. So you don't have to just work at your store all the time. You know, a lot of times, especially during the pandemic, with all the isolations going on, a big thing that we would do is who wants more hours? You know, this team needs support. And more times than not, then partners are willing to jump to that store, help that community over at that store. Because we're all here for one mission. And so that's really something that's business owners is, you know, bringing our business. And it's something that not a lot of companies are matching what the company is to grow the next 50 years. Get back to the mission that, you know, we really want to be and break the status quo and, you know, challenge each other to me as I'm trying to be.
The company has always emphasized people. Gonna ask, how do you guys, I'm getting older.
All right, presenters, please wrap up your last sentence, get the feedback you need, and send them off.
We got attendance cards if you guys
So
got
we have
questions.
questions here too, if you want to even write down questions, but we have like
Yeah, it's just like, it's such a big company. How do you maintain that sense of like?
All right,
you're not just a cog in the
let's move on to the next group.
All right,
Move
moving on.
to
Hey, do
your
you got a
left.
question? How are you guys hearing?
There you
guys hearing
go.
okay out there?
Counterclockwise or clockwise, whatever. Follow Joe, man. Just Joe Duran, man. Follow this guy. Counterclockwise. There you go.
How you guys doing? You guys doing all right? The last girl was a bit hard to hear. Okay, yeah, I kind of got that. I'm trying to put I'm doing one of these things. I don't know if you can see. I'm like trying to put it in front of him with the microphone. So we'll see. I'll see if I can get him to speak up a little bit. All right, let's see if I can get closer. Oh.
Yeah, we got the first one out. Now we're gonna keep it going. Yeah. This one is my name is Luis. I am a 1.5-year partner. I recently got promoted to store manager in January of this year. Super excited to be a store manager. So our goal here at this table and our goal at this milestone in our first sip is going to be for our partners to recognize that we are part of something bigger. We have the opportunity to be part of something bigger. We're backed by Starbucks to make sure that we're making the right decisions for our community. We're backed by toolkits and resources that are presented to us at the beginning of our career at Starbucks to make sure that we are set in stone with bringing forward what we are doing today, being part of our community. So a little bit about what Starbucks is doing in stores to be a little bit more sustainable. Just as we're focusing on our community today, we're also working on being more sustainable because we know we're taking from our environment. So we want to pay back what we can. So we offer a pretty cool apron program, which is called the Greener Apron, which is available at a voluntary, if you want to do it, if you don't want to do it, to our partners. This program has a lot of cool resources that presents to them what Starbucks is doing every single day to be a little bit more sustainable. Some ways that we're trying to be more sustainable is presenting reusable drinkware in all of our stores for all of our beverages. So that's actually in pilot now in a few stores in our different markets, none in our area. But they're basically presenting reusable cups, no more paper cups, so that we can eliminate waste. Other things that we have available to managers like myself and my two peers here, it's going to be the Waste and Recycling app, which helps us properly dispose of waste and to make sure that we're actually recycling, right? Because we have all these tools and resources that make us recycle, but helps us actually use those resources to actually make it happen. We also have programs like our Grounds for Gardens, which is available in all of our stores. If you guys need grounds for your gardens, you can always come to any store, ask for those grounds for fertilizer, of course. Some stores have them out, but if they don't, you guys can always ask for some. We also have our Foodshare Program, which is pretty awesome. So any food waste that goes through our store actually gets donated. So we have a lot of extra food because we want to make sure we have food for all of our customers. However, anything that's left over, we present it to Feeding America, and they put it back into our community. If you guys have any questions on anything I spoke about, cards are here. feel free to grab one. Like we said earlier, you have to write your name, the question, and the email, just in case we don't get to answer your question on the stage today. I'm going to pass it over to Tiffany.
Hi, everyone. My name's Tiffany. I've been with the company 9 years now. I'm a store manager. I was hired as a barista back in the day and worked my way up to store manager. Been a manager of 4 different stores now, over 6 years. And what has continued my love for the company and wanting to grow within it is the community service and how the company really backs us up and encourages us and empowers us to be a part of our community and get to know what's going on and raise money for those who are in need. And even as a barista, I was the first to always like, okay, let's all dress up in blue and get in touch with awareness for Autism Day and figure out how we can donate money with that or whatever it is that is really going on in our environment in that local community. And so I want to go over a few ways that we build community champions within our stores, within all the partners that come in. And so there are different ways that we can really build those community champions. First is serve, right? So really in-person volunteering, virtual volunteering, understanding what opportunities are out there. And we always need those volunteers at these events, right? So it's a way that they can sign up for it. Next is give. So donating to a cause and doubling our impact. Starbucks backs up all of our fundraising up to $1,000 for each charity and that we're raising, as well as our hours that we work volunteer for those. It's $5 per hour that Starbucks will also donate to that. And so it's not just the money, but our time gets reimbursed through that charity as well. Learn. So we want our partners to understand what it is that our company needs, or not our company, our community, and what they need to be able to help in the best way possible. So there's a lot of resources that they can see what's happening and what's needed. Advocate. So voting in local and national elections, we want to make sure that all of our partners, as well as our customers, know what resources they have to make sure that their voice matters. And so we have a poster in our back that says, fuel our democracy. We want all of the partners to know that they get paid. We have a lift program that gets them to their local election place to make sure that their voice is counted. And next is celebrate. So recognizing others, we have so much capability to be able to share coffee, samples, anything that can uplift somebody's day, whether that's taking a box of coffee to our local fire station or police station, just to show our appreciation for what we get in our community as well. And last, of course, is uplift. So Louise talked about the Foodshare Program. Through a strategic alliance with Feeding America, Starbucks has set a goal to rescue 100% of food available to donate from our U.S. stores. And so that's just a little bit about how we build those community champions. So through those community champions, I'm going to pass it over to Mackenzie to share what we've done with that.
All right, so I'm Mackenzie. I've been with the company for 6 years.
All right, in 1 minute, presenters 1 minute, we'll be transitioning, okay?
I just recently promoted to assistant manager in December. So some things that we have done with the community with Special Olympics, and we just recently did a torch run. So we did like a 5K and raised money for that. We do walk to end Alzheimer's, and we help donate money to help possibly end Alzheimer's. Recently, Modesto, we went to get back to Modesto. We went on our own event. So everyone can come up to us, gave out free coffee and samples. We just recently did Coffee with the Queen for our second time. We did it last year, we did it this year. So we had a dry clean store, so donate money to possibly help its aid. And she was in the store handing coffee out, samples, and just advocating for that. And we do Coffee with the Cop. So we host cops inside of our store. And this is a picture of us. And we have them also in the store, and they get to bring all the stuff to talk about being a police officer and everything like that. And we also have them in the store talking to customers, handing out drinks and samples and everything like that. And then, yeah, our food share too is a big thing that we try to do so that we don't give out, so don't throw away all our waste. I've actually seen it at MJC, they hand out all the stuff, so that was really great to see. And then have any questions, or anything, please grab a card, write your name.
Hey,
email, and
presenters, if you can have your team rotate clockwise,
Thank you, guys.
counterclockwise. Just follow Joe Duran over there.
All right.
All right.
We're
Joe
on to the
Duran,
next
can you
one.
raise your hand,
How you
Joe?
guys doing so far? You guys
Joe
doing all right?
Duran,
Are we
can you
hearing
raise your
what we're
hand?
hearing?
Follow that guy. He'll take you to the promised land.
All right, I'm gonna try to sneak in close to these folks. All right, here we go.
My name is Marina. I've been for Starbucks for almost 10 years, and I work at the Orange Court in Bridgewater.
Hi guys, my name's Dom. I've been a part of the community for years and I work at the Bridgewater.
My name is Stasia. I've been with Starbucks for almost 10 years. I work down the road at Downey and Night Starbucks. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about our heritage. Our first store opened up in 1971 in Pike Place in Seattle. We introduced coffee from faraway places like South America, Africa, Asia, and India. Customers came to Pike Place for the coffee, but they stayed for the experience. We have this program called Cafe Practices. Cafe stands for Coffee and Farmer Equity. We focus on sustainability standards, long-term supply of quality coffee, positively impacting the lives and livelihoods of coffee farmers and their communities. How do we help farmers, you may ask? Starbucks established Farmer Support Center in key growing coffee regions, providing farmers with resources that can help lower their costs, reduce pests and disease, improving the quality and the yield in premium coffees. We have 3.5 million farms. That equals out to 3,583,034 jobs just from farming alone. We are on our way to planting 100 million climate-resistant trees by 2025, so we're almost there. And then 15% of our cafe practice farms are female-owned. So, we partner up with the Women's Impact Network, so it's really awesome. We're hoping that number grows. We spent the last 2 decades helping protect nature and improving the lives of farmers. We try to strengthen our communities, so we are planet positive. We do a program called Grounds for Your Garden. If you stop by any of your local Starbucks, we do recycled our used coffee grounds. You're more than welcome to come in, ask them, and then use them for your gardens. It keeps pests away, and your plants and trees love them. We do discounts for you bringing in your cup and getting your beverage in them. It's 10 cents per use. So, your coffee will eventually start paying for itself. Then we do, some of our retail is made from recycled materials. So, we try to keep it as green as possible. And then we do empower our partners to get involved in the community. So events like today, Love Modesto, we just recently did a Special Olympics sports run. So that was really awesome. And then we do donate our food. We do a Foodshare Program. So any food at the end of the night, instead of throwing it away, we do donate to local shelters. So reducing waste in a bigger picture. And then we have some of our partner networks. But that's a little bit about us. And then we are going to walk you through a coffee tasting today, guys.
Today we're going to be tasting a little bit of our sliders from medium roast.
And then we do have some coffee passports here if you guys want to take a look. So this is like our guide that we use when we're tasting coffee. And it gives you just more of an explanation for like the different roasts. So here we have our 3 different types. We have the blonde roast, the medium, and the dark roast. And then there's different types of coffees within each one. And as you can see, like with the beans, it kind of like represents each one. So with the blonde roast, it's a lighter bean and also roasted a shorter time. And then versus the dark roast is like darker and it's stronger in flavor. And also you would think the dark roast is stronger in caffeine. However, the blonde roast would be the strongest, but it is also lighter in flavor. So before working at Starbucks, I always thought like, oh, the darker, the stronger, like it's gonna be more caffeine, but it's actually
The complete opposite, yes.
Someone grab a
yes.
coffee. Check out a passport.
We grab one, guys. We grab one.
I put as little as I can. I know you guys are all caffeinated right now. So I'm doing a little bit. just so we can do this.
We grabbed them. We grabbed them.
Yeah, right. All right, so before you guys do taste it, let's smell it really quick.
You're gonna smell and cup your coffee.
Yep. Do you guys smell anything? What would be this description of it?
What hints are you picking up? Anything you guys smell? Anything in their coffee?
For me, for example, it's very earthy. So, okay, all right. Hey, that's perfect too. Okay, let's see. All right, so after that, let's slurp it, okay?
You're gonna slurp.
So let's kind of pick the palate.
Like close your mouth, like kind of locate where it's.
So for me, for example, it hits in the back of my tongue. For you guys, maybe sides, back of the tongue as well. Do you guys taste anything? I taste a little bit of chocolate in there. Do you guys drink normally medium roast? What type of coffees do you guys drink? Medium? Mostly pipe? I think our science plays a little bit. I like science play more than our pipe, to be honest. But smoother. I don't need no sugar or any cream in there.
Doug, be nice.
Good? Delicious, yeah?
Anyone have questions? We have the little note cards. If you guys want to know more, email. I am collecting them. So at the end, we'll try to answer as many questions as possible. Yeah, just fun stuff. Have you guys ever, I'm sure some of you guys are regulars, Miss Sue. Yes.
She's like, Miss Double Caramel Macchiato, extra hot.
All hot chocolate. Me, I didn't either. You think then I drink coffee? I'm naturally this way all the time.
What Starbucks?
All right, presenters, you got about 1 minute. 1 minute to wrap up your presentation, and then we'll rotate.
All right, I think we're gonna be starting heading that way. Thank you guys so much. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and just write them down, or we'll try to answer them. Okay? And I'll you guys can leave your cups, and I'll throw them away.
Doug said I look better with my face covered like this. I'm gonna need all the coffee I can get to deal with Doug. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you know Doug, then you know what I mean. Hey, I hope you guys are following along. I'm trying to get as close as I can with the speaker, but it's some really cool stuff. Just wanted to keep you guys involved and included. We got love for y'all.
All
out
right,
here.
presenters, wrap up the last sentence, and everybody else rotate to your last station counterclockwise. Thanks for your input today. Feel the energy in the room. When leaders come together, things happen. So it's good to see.
Thank you so much. Have a great morning.
Okay, come back.
Thank you.
Welcome. All right.
Good morning.
Come on in. Don't be scared. Come on in, guys. All right. So we are going to take you through Starbucks benefits and also our partner comment. So she is a new partner for 5 kids. She has username, class, store, and she's going to take us through our partner promise.
So our partner promise is something we give to all the partners when they first come to our store and have their first shift. So our partner promise, welcome to Starbucks. We've always believed in being a different kind of company, connected in humanity, and a deep love for coffee. Partners, as partners, we share ownership of our company itself. So there's more to it than that. Partners are the heartbeat of Starbucks. We live our mission and values daily. We're a family, and we share our success. We love coffee and the connections it creates. We act with empathy and compassion, and we honor our differences always. We uplift each other because that is what true partners do. This is our partner promise to one another, our promise to you, and we're proud to be a partner.
All right. I know all of you are learning a lot today, and we have a ton to go over with you with our benefits. So we're going to use one of our Starbucks benefits. We're going to use Headspace. So I'm going to have all of you close your eyes, and we are going to do a mindful meditation to right Headspace. All right. So close your eyes, and we are going to breathe in. Hold that. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. And one more. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. And hold. All right, you can open your eyes. So that is a benefit that all new partners get as soon as they start with a company. And as you can imagine, coming on to Starbucks, there's a ton to learn in a short amount of time. So we encourage our partners to make use of our Headspace benefit. There's many programs on there. I use it to go to sleep every night, puts me to sleep. There's programs for your drive, programs for just a quick 1 to 5 minute relaxation. So we are going to go through some more of the benefits, and there is a picture if you want to look on as I read. We have health benefits, medical, dental, and vision, multiple options for coverage levels and insurance carriers. And that is not just for the partner, it is also for their family or domestic partner as well. The reason I came to the company, and then I fell in love with the company and stayed, but that's the reason I came. Our vision benefits are amazing. My husband, son, and I get glasses every year, or sunglasses. Contacts, our medical benefits are a lot more than you can imagine. I have a friend that's going through IVF right now, completely paid for by the company. We have short and long-term disability, partial income replacement if you're unable to work due to disability, life insurance, financial protection for yourself and your family. And I will tell you that normally it would be 20 hours for partners that they have to work a week to get these benefits. During COVID, we lessened it to 17 minutes. So that way we knew partners had other things going on in their lives or had to take on second jobs or take care of their kids at home. So we lowered that so they have to work 17 hours. Stock and savings, being stock grants. Share in financial success of the company through Starbucks stock. As long as a partner starts by May 1st, they can receive it in November when the stocks are granted. Beanstalk is free for a partner. I had a shift supervisor that worked for me, was in a, her car broke down, wasn't able to get to work, told me she was going to have to quit. I said, let's look and see what you have in stock. She's like, I've never even looked. She had $16,000 in there, was able to buy a car and come to work the next day. So pretty amazing benefit. Stock investment plan, purchase shares of Starbucks stock at a discount. When I came onto the company, I started at 5%. A year later, I went to 10%. We used that money to put a down payment on our house, landscape our yard. It's an amazing benefit. Future Roast, Starbucks matches up to 5% of your pre-tax and after-tax contributions, and a partner just has to be 18 years of age or be over 90 days. Education and opportunity, Starbucks College Achievement Plan, 100% tuition coverage for a bachelor's degree with Arizona State University. I never thought at this age I would go back to college, but when it's free, why not? So I'm going to ASU, and I know that in a year and a half, I saved $36,000 in tuition. All books, Starbucks partners can book swap. We have an online app that they can book swap. So books are paid for too. We have pathway to admission, personalized plan to earn admission to ASU for partners who do not meet admission requirements. So say they did not do well in college before, they'd like to transfer to ASU. They go through a couple month program to show that they can keep their grades up and they're able to come on. We have Trainer Apron, where our partners can learn how to become sustainability champions in their store and at home through online courses at ASU. And then I'm going to pass the chance to share the rest of our benefits.
Great. So a lot of the benefits are so great. I have a daughter and a family, so for me it was so important to find a company that helps with the benefits and supports not only you, but your family as well. This is going to be partner and family support. So we have partner and family sick time. It's time off to take care of yourself, but also to take care of your immediate family members as well. Paid parental leave for birth and non-birth parents. Vera, which is our mental health benefits, so it's personalized therapy and one-on-one sessions, however you feel most comfortable. It can use you, and it is paid for by Starbucks as well. We have care at work, so it's subsidized backup care for kids and adults. They also help with your pets if you need to have them boarded, traveling or anything like that. We have vacation and other time off benefits. We have Caring Unites Partners, which is our cut fund, with financial assistance for partners in time of special need. So we've had like partners who are struggling to pay their utility bill, they submit it, and if it gets approved, Starbucks pays that for them, and you do not have to pay it back. It is not borrowed money, it is something that you do pay for. And then we have family expansion reimbursement, and then some of our company perks as well. We have food and beverage benefits. We have Christmas coffee markouts. We have in-store merchandise discounts, Spotify premium membership that Starbucks pays for. Coffee Gear, which is our website where you can go with our partner to buy Starbucks shirts, keychains, a lot of fun items. We have commuter benefits, discounts at various retailers, partner matching gifts, partner of the quarter bonus, and recent trainer bonuses.
So those are our benefits. If you'd like to walk up, if you'd like to walk up and look, these are the different programs that we have at ASU. That if you want to grab one of these to kind of look through the benefits and the information there. And then there's index cards and pins if you have any questions. A lot.
It's a lot to take in.
100%.
A year ago, it was where they paid up front for the first session, and then after that, they got reimbursed after they got to trade, but they realized that was hard to partners during this time, so they changed the policy for getting paid up front. Any other questions?
Is there any grade requirement on that? Do they have to maintain like a C or above?
Success coaches. I have someone that calls me every other week to check in to see how my classes are going and training. Any other questions about our benefits?
I just want to say this has been so helpful for me because I knew Starbucks was a great company to work for just by talking with people, but to be able to hear the really Starbucks evangelists, if you will, telling their story seriously, right? And it's like, this is an incredible organization.
That's why I tell everyone I'm a lifer. They're gonna have to kick me out, right? I am here forever. 19 years still going. Like I want 40 more.
Do they hire old people?
How's it been hiring? Have you been able to staff the store?
It's been different. I will definitely say that. A lot of people have life changes, movies, that sort of thing. Hiring, we have a good hiring team where we're looking through recruiting, staffing, everything.
Okay, presenters, 1 minute warning. Wrap up your last sentence or so.
There was a period of time.
Give some questions and feedback.
Regularly, and every once in a while it would be closed.
And then we can make our way back to the
All right.
seats after that last sentence.
So I'm going to try to take you back, see if we can hang out here. Yeah, so what do you guys think so far?
Well, hopefully all of you enjoyed that and you learned a lot about Starbucks and why we love our company and why we're considered a different kind of company. So if I can invite all of my partners that are here with me today from Starbucks to come to the stage, we're going to do questions. All right, so really quickly, can we just give my team a huge applause because I'm so proud of them. I couldn't ask for a better team of partners, let me tell you that. Okay, so we are going to go through some questions. So let's go ahead and just look through and choose one to answer. You guys can choose together. Who's going to start? We got a very interesting, so we're very interesting. Feel good about that.
Hi, everyone, again. So the question is, does Starbucks match anything on your 401k? The answer is yes. So we actually match up to 5% towards their 401k, as well as Roth and or, I want to say
pre-tax IRA. I normally have it in front of me where I can read it, but up to 5% for your 401k, and that's something all new hires, I strongly encourage them right out the gate, get that going to the max capacity. You ready?
Hi, how can local nonprofits of charities get connected with their Starbucks, with community Starbucks? So the first thing you would probably need to do is come into our store and speak with our team. We do a lot of charities, so if you speak to our store manager, we would be able to help you and do what we can.
All right, so the question is, can the leftover food be made available to different nonprofit, or is it not an option? So this is a really good question because we do, so store managers have a say in terms of where the food goes. So much like Mark said, I would link up with any store in your area, maybe your favorite store, but they could directly help you put that food towards maybe a cause that you're passionate about. When I was working at Vintage Fair, we were donating our food to Kaiser. So we were donating all of our food to the traveling nurses. There was a home there, so we were donating all of that food there. It doesn't necessarily directly go here. This is kind of like the last hope and where we could put it to if we don't have anything directly available for us. So if you guys do have any other options, please visit a store and help us find that option for you.
When I was in Oakdale, we did Christian Foodshare. That's where our food went. And I know for a while in Modesto, we were donated to Center for Human Services. I did that at my Oakdale store too. When somebody didn't pick up, we would just call and have it picked up. So there's a lot of options of where our food can go, but we do not throw anything out. Same thing with our coffee. If our coffee's expired, it gets donated and brewed through. So we do not waste. All right, we are going to do Raffle because we're running out of time, and I know all of you want to win a great prize. So each of you can pick one because we have lots of gifts. All right, so we are done with raffles. Thank you again so much for allowing us to come and share our passion for coffee and for people with all of you today. And Marvin, I'm going to invite you up to the stage.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Desarae, and your team. I do have a question for you, Desarae, so you can stay back up here. Thank you. Okay, I won't see you today, Luis. I'll be somewhere else today. Luis is the manager down here on J Street. So I was wondering, somebody asked me the question, and I didn't hear the question. How many Stanislaus County residents do you employ in your shops? Because we talked a month ago, just the question we talked about, the perception that the corporation, you're the monster, you're dominating everybody. Mm-hmm. So just to give us some ideas, how many employees, how many citizens and residents do you employ?
Yeah, so I have 13 stores. I have 11 in Modesto and 2 in Patterson, and I have 400 employees, 400 partners that work for me. That doesn't include the rest of Modesto, so that would bring us up to a total in Stanislaus County of about 850 partners.
So there's 850 residents. Fantastic. Great. That's what I wanted to ask you.
Oh, that was easy.
That's it. Thank you so much. Me. Thank you. And we've asked the team to stick around, and you can go ahead and ask them specific questions. And we wanted to highlight a business from the area and just to encourage business owners and business people. So I want to encourage you. Go ahead and meet them. There is extra coffee. Apparently there's still some coffee over there. And just kind of mingle, hang around and mingle. We are going to continue. So if you were used to coming and sitting, get used to this, because we're going to be doing some different things over the next 6 months, and we're going to try some different things. And I know I have gray hair, and I like to have security and routines and rhythms, but you know what? It's good for you. So we're going to try some different things. And Sue, wherever Sue is, that was very impressive, not taking the raffle. Good job. That was very wise. So I compliment you. That was a compliment. I don't know if anybody going, why is that? So thank you so much. Listen, I want to bring up Wade Patton, who is overseeing with many in Stanislaus County youth empowerment. There's a growing sense of how do we come together all through Stanislaus County. How do we come up with one script to define what it means to give power to our young people, how to develop them for the next season of this generation and coming up now. They are already our leaders, are already influencers. Next month, we wanted to highlight and just share with you what's been going on around Stanislaus County around youth power building or youth empowerment. So Wade, just share with people what they can look forward to next month.
Good morning. Wasn't this exciting? This exciting, this movement that's happening? Well, that's what's awesome about Stanislaus County is that we're creating a movement of youth empowerment. And so next month, I'd like to invite you back to join us with a couple of the youth-serving organizations that are here in town to tell you exactly what's going on around the county. Now, many of us probably don't know the different pockets and some of the struggles that are going on. And my hope is that you will come back with plenty of questions, but also thinking of ways that you might want to get involved, and that hopefully our guests will be able to answer some of those questions next month. So I invite you back to learn a little bit more about what youth empowerment is and this great movement that started in our county.
Fantastic. And since it's summertime, before school, bring a young person if you can get them out of bed and bring them. So thank you so much, Wade. And I thank you so much. You know, yep. You know, what I'm excited about youth empowerment is that in the 175 years of Stanislaus County, 175 years, this has never been attempted. The idea to try to figure out how, we've already identified, I want to say over 130 nonprofits in Stanislaus County that say that they empower young people. They've never gotten together like this. They're all on their own playbooks, and that's not a criticism, that's just how most of us operate. And we've said, and the county's been amazing with us, let's see if we could put this together for our young people and for our families. So it's pretty exciting for me to be a part of this and to watch this happen. A growing narrative about Stanislaus County is that we collaborate here. Now, if you're in the middle of it sometimes, it's like, oh my gosh, this is awful. Nobody's talking to each other. I know. It's just like making hot dogs. You know, you like them, but you don't want to see them made, right? Or bologna. It is like bologna, okay? You like it, you just don't want to see it made, all right? And so there's a growing sense in us, and again, it comes around trust relationships. So we're going to end here because I'd like you to stay some time, grab some coffee, or if you walked with somebody in a group and you didn't get a chance to go over and meet them, please take some time just to the gesture of saying, how are you? I'm so-and-so, and this is who I am, or what I do, whatever it is for you that opens that door. All right? I want to say to you, I was given 4 tickets for tomorrow night's Modesto Nuts game. If you're interested, you can come and see me. Does anybody want them? Claim them. Come and just grab them from me. And they look pretty good. They look like pretty good seats. So I'm out of town, or I might. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that publicly. No, somebody's going to be in my house tomorrow. If you're a public figure, never tell anybody you're home. No, I will have a lot of people in my house this weekend. We're having a party in my house all this weekend. So there's 4 tickets here if you'd like to have them. And I'm going to ask Gabriella. And first of all, the reason I have her come up, we call her the boss, is she continues to run the logistics in the organization for Catalyst. And so I'm just going to ask her to close in prayer. And yeah, we're proud of you.
Thank you. Now I want to say thank you for everybody that made it here. I really wanted us to see what Starbucks is all about, and I also wanted Starbucks to see what Catalyst is all about. So it was really nice to all be in the same room together. And I just want to thank God now. Thank you, God, for bringing us together, everyone in this room. Just having different people in the room, it just brings me so much joy, and I thank you for that, and I hope that people continue to meet each other and enjoy themselves, and for that, amen. Thank you.